humble beginnings.
Yeah, where you from?
Born and raised in Knoxville, Tennessee, June 9th, 1979. Um, didn't grow up wanting to be a comedian. Grew up wanting to be other things, such as a cartoonist, musician, even screenwriter at some point in time. But then when I turned 21 years of age, I started getting notions to do comedy. And around that time, I was working a job as a janitor. And then with that job being kind of a dead end situation, I kind of felt like I had nothing to lose in trying out comedy. And when I first wanted to do it, I wanted to do it in Knoxville. But Knoxville, Tennessee, at the time did not have a comedy scene or venue or club to speak of. So I got discouraged and almost gave up on it. And then, when I was around, I guess 22, I really all of a sudden just had like an epiphany. And just all of a sudden, it just seemed like it was no other choice than to do comedy. And I knew that I had to leave Knoxville, Tennessee in order to really pursue it. So in 2002, I moved out to San Francisco, California. And that's where it all started. I looked down the whole time. I was at the Java Source. But it was very well received. I definitely felt good for your first set to get laughs. I felt like I was on the right path. Like it was like what I needed to let me know that, all right. So, yeah.
Who hosted that night?
I was Tony.
Tony Sparks?
Tony Sparks.
Okay. So he must have went crazy.
Yeah, Tony, after my set, he pulled me aside and gave me some words of advice and words of encouragement. He just told me to keep doing what I was doing, and told me what I should do as far as to help get me better. Tony actually bought me my first tape recorder so I could tape my sets. So he's very instrumental, as he is with a lot of comedians who start out in San Francisco. That's why they call him the Godfather, man. You eventually, get blessed by Tony. Yeah, I definitely knew what I wanted to do. I had a set that I had put together that I knew that I was going to do. But before I went up, I decided just to hang out and check out a few open mics.
How long did you hang out for?
I think it was like just 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks before I finally went up. And I just wanted to see, how people performed and just the comedians. And, I kind of wanted to gauge myself, see what kind of material that people was laughing at. And just things like that, man. I guess, I was being studious, I mean, I treated it as going off to college, like I was going to put in 4 years. And then after those 4 years, see how I progressed with it. And then go from there. So, yeah, I definitely had a plan, man, to move from Tennessee out to San Francisco. I definitely had to have a plan, man, because I was about to change my life.
Yeah.
No friends or family, just starting over from scratch. So I didn't want to just do it on a whim. I took it very seriously. Yeah, I mean, I definitely understood the comparisons and the similarities. I wasn't blind to what people saw, But, I wasn't trying to rip them off or anything at the time. That was just how my jokes was just coming about, was in the very short, non sequitur, quick whips on thing, observe things, and as I say, observational type of humor. So yeah, man, I understood, and I appreciate those type of comedians, man. The Stephen Wrights, the Hedbergs, the Rodney Dangerfields, you know, people who just they just kept them coming one after another.